Oh yeah. So my son's third day in boxing class. I thought that he would need some kind of physical activity. My son is mostly brain power, um, which is not a bad thing, but you know, I think as a man you need to be some form of physical, and boxing teaches you so much about your discipline. And it's I was thinking like boxing or MMA, but he only likes boxing. So if you can get them to do something that they like, it don't seem so bad. They're starting off with a bunch of laps here. I don't know how many laps he actually did, but I know my son is not this active. He's doing about 6-7 laps, and this is the most cardio he gets in a week's time. He's doing it in a day. So the coach he has is not super lenient because of Kamar's having autism. Him being autistic is not something that makes the coach lenient, which I really appreciate, because the world is not really going to care about his autism. So I feel like he's behind the 8 ball, but that doesn't give him an excuse to give up or think that he'll have anything handed to him. So at the very end of the cardio, he likes to chase them, to make it fun, get the most out of them on the rep. Right here, he's getting them some dumbbell curls in, and like I said, Kamar doesn't work out, man. So I wouldn't say that this is grueling for him. I think this is mainly for motion. Yeah, I wanted to go with something he can do. Something he can wear, where he can be indoors and be comfortable, as well as trying to get indoors and not freeze. So that was kind of important for me with the sweats and the shirt. I'm pretty far off with my camera, mainly because if Kamar sees me or says me, look, he did not like that. Look at that. Anything where he has to do any kind of exercise, he is not for. If you looked at him after finishing that run, his face was not happy. He loves the punching part of boxing, punching, dodging, the science behind boxing. He actually enjoys that part. You'll probably see him crack a smile or two when they get into it pretty heavy. He's mostly a visual learner. Anything that you want to teach Kamar, you teach it to him by showing him, and he picks up on it the quickest. They're going over some jabs and cross combos. You see right there, he's got a little smile on his face. They're going to put the gloves on now. Putting the gloves on. I did get him like some 15-year-old gloves. One thing that I've noticed about my son is if he knows that you're putting a little extra heavier load on him, he typically he seems to play to that. So he'll act like you're killing him if you knew that he was, he wasn't supposed to have that size gloves on. They're a little heavier than what he's supposed to have on. So him not knowing that those are 15-year-old gloves, and working with them without the thinking that he shouldn't be working with them, putting a little extra on, not too much to where he doesn't I do more harm than good. Pursuit punches and he's gonna get the mitts now. He's getting the mitts, and they're gonna actually do some connection with the punches. He's gonna call out a couple of numbers and have Kamaru hit him. He's not quite comfortable with his punches. Like, he knows the numbers, he's just not quite comfortable with them, because you'll see him hesitate, trying to make sure he's right. He is a perfectionist, so if he is doing something he actually likes, you can tell when the confidence is there, because he'll just do it. But you can also tell when he's still learning, because he hesitates a little bit because he doesn't want to get it wrong. He had a little smile on his face throwing that last strike. He's got that that Street Fighter Ryu uppercut. He's trying to make sure he keeps his hands up. He's fairly new at it, so him dropping his hands is just showing how new he is at boxing. But that's how you get to where you never drop your hands, is you just keep doing it. Punch. Real slow pace. He's just trying to get. They're mainly trying to get the technique down. The technique is the biggest concern here. He's on the bag now. He likes the fact that he gets to hit the bag. You see, he looks back to kind of get the instructions, and you'll see him constantly telling him to look at the bag. Come on, look at the bag. But he's teaching him, and he wants him to listen. He wants him to listen and take the command like that. He looks tired, man. Like, he keeps looking at him. He's telling him, look at the bag, come on. He's trying to show him. His right look hard. Like his It looked like he can get some power on that right shot. But he also looks so tired right now. He went to go get the noodle, and to kind of tap him when his hands came down. I said came. When his hand has calmed down, he's gonna tap him. See, look, he's having a blast, and that's just from the coach tapping him with the noodle. Having a blast. Rotation. Yeah, he's also like really tired. He's spent. And with those gloves, man, he uses those gloves, man, and it don't even look like they're too heavy for him. He's letting them know now. Just continue to look at the bag. I must have tripped with this camera in my hand. That was everywhere right there. So, but he learns. He's like a visual learner. So it's gonna be so hard to break him from that. You're like, look at the bag. See, watch your turn and look at him. Boom, 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 boom. See, he looked at him. He go, come on, let's run. Yeah. Give me a lap. He turned to look at him. He's gonna look at him again, and because he knows that he doesn't do this kind of cardio, he's taking it kind of slow with him. I can see Kamar Cardio going through the roof, trying to unlearn, trying to learn how to take commands without looking at the person who's giving the commands. It's like totally opposite of how me and him reacts. It looked like it's killing him not to look. Yeah, that last lap, like he even got his hands in his face now, like he's just tapping the bag at this point. Yeah, he looked up at him, so he got to take another lap. Every time Kamar got to take a lap, I feel it for him for how he looks before he takes off. The way he looks before he takes off, he is not feeling that running. He don't mind running if he's running and he's not out of breath and stuff like that. And it's only when he's getting exhausted about it. He keeps looking back like, dude, when am I done? I think this is his last lap though. Yeah, and when he gets back on the bag right here, he's spent. You'll see, he'll drop his hands to his waist a couple times. And he's pretty much just patting it at this point. There's no fundamentals in any of those punches. Like right there, he just dropped his hands. And he's pretty much just smacking it with one hand right here. The more he do it, the better he'll get. And his stamina will get better because he's doing so much running in those periods. Like he don't look sad right here. He's just tired. Then they're gonna move on to just punching, which He really likes the punching, the dodging, the blocking, and you'll catch him smiling here. I had to get that side mirror because the coach was standing right in front of him. With as tired as he is, him being able to remember all his punches is really good. You tend to forget everything the tireder you are. He's telling him now to bend his knees when he duck. Kamaru tends to just hunch over and like dip his head in. But right now he's telling him to bend his knees when he duck. He knocked the noodle out of his hand and he was like, golly, Kamaru. See, look, he looked at me right there, and that's when I realized I was way too close. I had to back up. But he has so much fun when he's actually throwing punches and dipping, dodging, even though he's not giving maximum effort to dodge. But he has him walking him down, throwing punches. And he's got to constantly tell him, get your hands up, get your hands up. He throwing them Street Fighter or you could. Oh, thank you. If you made it this far in this video, man, like, subscribe, turn those post notifications on, man. And I appreciate y'all.